Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad and welcome to my Other May TBR. So earlier in the week I posted up my Quarantineathon TBR that I will be participating from the 3rd to the 30th of May. However, I have locked myself into a few other devoted reads for May. These are going to be my book club reads. I have 3 book clubs that I'm a part of. The other one I'm doing 2 buddy reads and 3 buddy reads and one I just really want to read. So yes, this is my Other May TBR. So starting off, one of the buddy reads that I'll be reading is, of course, we're reading a Hardy with the lovely Kate Howe, Natalie and Adam from Memento Mori. So this time we've decided to go the comedy, and I think we didn't plan this really in the lieu of the thought of a global pandemic, but we just decided to choose something a little bit more fun and friendly for a Hardy. So this is one of his earlier works called The Hand of Ethelbertha, and it's one of his more comedic works. So I'm incredibly excited to be reading with the group again. We've had some absolutely fantastic reads, one of which I'll be doing a review of soon. So our last read was The Portrait of a Lady by Henry James, and I will be doing a review of that because I've decided all of these reads are so fascinating. I love reading with this group, especially some of these really intense late Victorian classics. So yeah, I can't wait to get into another Hardy. I really want to try and read his entire catalogue if I can, and it is an extensive one, but as many I can read with this group, the better. Next is my buddy read with the ever lovely Kate Howe, and we will be reading The Tears of Pell by Tasha Alexander. This is book 4 in the Lady Emily series. Lady Emily is a really fabulous series set in the Victorian period of a woman who is a widow, and she basically tries to understand the mysteries that are surrounding the death of her husband, and that's in the first book. So in this one she travels to Turkey and Istanbul, and that's going to be absolutely fascinating because she does visit some very amazing locations in Europe in the mid to late 1800s. I can't quite remember, I think it's 1870s, I think 1870s, 1880s, but really fascinating. My sci-fi fictionist femmes book club, and we have chosen one of the Hugo Award winners novels for 2020 shortlist, and that is A Memory Called Empire by Katie Martine. The reason why we wanted to go with the Hugo shortlist this year is because all the nominees are women, and that is the aim of the book club, is to read as many sci-fi fantasy books written by women, just so we can, you know, increase the reader demographic and make sure that we are reading like a wider range of fantasy. So this one, Katie Martine, is really interesting because she's actually a historian of the Byzantine Empire, and I believe that has filtered very heavily into this epic space opera of a book. It's just pure escapism. For my YA Circle book club, I will be reading Deep Water by Sarah Epstein. This is a YA Australian thriller where a young girl moves to a country town and a young boy called Henry Weaver is missing, and of course she tries to find out what is going on and understand what is happening in this town. So it sounds like one of those classic thrillers, and Sarah Epstein also wrote another YA thriller called Small Spaces that got a lot of buzz when it first came out, so I'm excited to get into this one. Lastly, for my book club reads, that is, my breakfast book club will be reading Margaret Atwood's The Testaments, which is obviously a very big release from last year. It is the follow-on from her The Handmaid's Tale. I don't know what 100% to expect from this one. I did thoroughly enjoy The Handmaid's Tale when I read it. I thought it was very challenging at the time, but I also liked the way it ended, of complete unknown. You didn't get the full closure, and it just had that awful gothic unknown that allowed the reader to interpret all the potential dangers that could happen next. So I'm not sure where this will take the story. I know some people have read it, some people says it's overblown. I'm not too invested in it, but it's just a book club read, so I'm going to be interested to pick it up. My last buddy read for May, I'm slightly regretting the decision to pick this book for the buddy read with my friend. My dear friend Chloe and I have decided to buddy read a book in May together. We love sci-fi and fantasy books, and we chose this one. This ginormous book. Right. Yeah, so The Priory, the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon has received amazing hype. It's basically about dragons set in like a Venetian kind of world. I haven't honestly read too much into it because, once again, I just saw the cover and I thought it was amazing. I've read Samantha Shannon's The Bone Season and I loved that. So yeah, I think this is definitely bitten off too much that I can chew, but we're going to break it up and we're going to take the whole month to read it. So hopefully that will make it more palatable in the long term. But I am very excited to read it. That being said, the size alone, I'm very excited to read this book. It is pure fantasy. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And I know that Samantha Shannon can craft a brilliant story. So I'm going to be entertained regardless how long it takes me to read. But yeah, excited nonetheless, and a buddy read with my dear friend Chloe, who've never tried to buddy read anything with before. And lastly, one that I just want to read because I know the hype's out, I know it's won awards on Goodreads and all that, but I just really want to read it, and that is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is a romance. It's like a romance between the potential like heir of the throne in England, I think. Yeah, so the son of the President of the United States and the heir of the throne of England. So I thought that'd be quite a fun read. Apparently it's got a great twist in it, so looking forward to that. But I've had it for a little while and I really want to get it off my shelf. And I think it, between all like the Quarantineathon reads, which some can be quite heavy and emotional, between all of these, which are probably quite heavy and emotional, this is my ray of sunshine and laughter and romance and loveliness that I really want to read. Okay, so that is my Other May TBR. Let me know what you're reading in May. It's going to be one heck of a month, but hopefully one month that everyone can escape into a wonderful book. So let me know what you're reading down below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!